Hey guys, hope your day is going good. So today we're going to be looking at building a calculator using React, HTML, and CSS. So I'm going to open the folder and drag it into my Visual Studio. So we're going to create a file called index.html. So we're going to start by writing the HTML tag. That's where all the content of your page will be in. Then we have the header tag. In the header tag, we'll have a title and we'll name it React Calculator. So we're going to add a meta tag. This tag will allow the browser to render the width of the page at the width of its own screen of the device they are using. So we'll say name viewport, then content is equals to width equals to device width. Then we'll do this scale, initial scale to 1. And another thing we put in our header tag will be our link to the Bootstrap 3.4. But first of all, to have or install to get the link to put in your header tag, you would have to go to Bootstrap. So yeah, we'll go to Google. You click on getting started. I'm going to copy the first link that says latest compiled and minified CSS. Paste it there. So now we're going to go into our body tag. This is where every element on the page will be rendered. So we're going to make a div tag. We're going to give it a class called calculator card. Then the next tag will be the input tag, which will be our calculator screen. We'll give it class name calculator screen. Then we'll close the tag. Then we'll make another div tag where we would show all the keys. Give it class name calculator keys. Then now our buttons. So the first one we would make are the operators. So the plus, minus, multiplication, and division. As you can see, BTN info, those are Bootstrap classes that styles the button. BTN means button. So to see what we've done so far, I'm going to open our file on Chrome. Put it to the side. Put it to the side. So adjusting the screen so you can see both the browser and the text editor. Excuse me. Right. So change that to a negative minus sign, then an X for multiplication sign, and a division sign. As you can see. Then we're going to make 3 buttons, 7, 8, 9. So copy and paste. So here I'm making the 3 buttons, 7, 8, 9. So BTN lights is another CSS class name that gives it the light color. So we're going to copy and paste this 3 times for 8 and 9. Then I'm going to go on to making 4, 5, 6. I'm also going to make 1, 2, 3. And also the button 0. As you can see. I'm going to make 3 more buttons, dots, um, AC to restart, and equal sign. But for full stop or dot, I'm going to make BTN secondary. Then we're going to make our AC button, raising the value there. So BTN now is going to be danger to give it the red style. And make the button small, BTN small. As you can see. Now the equal sign. I'm going to make the button default. Okay. Showing what we have done so far. So now the next step is we're going to style it so that it can look like a calculator. So go to our file, create index.css. So the first thing we're going to do is we have to link it back in our header tag. That's how we connect our CSS to our HTML. So we're going to set everything in the HTML tag, font size 62.5%. Then box sizing to border box. Then we're going to give body the background color. I prefer doing my colors that way, so it's more specific. Then now we're going to set all elements before and after to margin 0, padding 0. So all elements before and after to margin 0, padding will be 0. And then box sizing that will be inherited. Now to start the calculator, we're going to give it a border 1 pixel, solid, give it the color, refresh. Okay, I'm going to give border radius 5 pixels. Position absolute. Going to give it a top 50%, then left 50%. So it breaks it down that way. So just to show you, so top 50% breaks it down to the middle, left 50% centers it. They're going to do a transform, translate. Give it 50, negative 50, negative 50 to release it at the calculator. Okay, I'm going to give it a width of 400 pixels. Then I'm going to give it the same color as the background. Then now we're going to move on to styling our calculator screen. With 100%. We'll give the height 80 pixels. Then border none. Background color. It's going to be A9BFB8. Save that, refresh. It's coming along nicely. So I'm going to give the text color yellow in the home screen and the calculator screen, as you can see. And then we'll do text align right. So you can see it's coming. It looks like it's coming out from the right. Then padding right, 20 pixels. Padding left, 10 pixels. So font size is going to be 4M, as you can see. Then now I'm going to style the buttons. So we can give button height 60 pixels. Then font size will be 2 rem. I'm going to make sure that it's important, so it's fixed. Then the background color will be white smoke. Then now we're going to do it for, we're going to style our equal sign. Give it a height 98%. Then I'm going to give it the grid area 2, 4, 2, 4, 6, 5. We'll have to style the rest of the keys so we can see how that looks like. So we're going to do calculator keys. Display grid. So we're going to do grid template columns, repeats. This sets the keys into columns like that, into 4 columns. So we're going to do grid gap, 20 pixels. So give it some space. Then I'm going to do a padding of 20 pixels. Okay. There you have it, guys. We just created a calculator using HTML, CSS, and Bootstrap 3. Now, in the next video, we're going to make it functional.